Story time. Are you prepared? I have notes because I'm still learning, and I hope you can learn with me too. I'm going to go real deep today. I'm going to talk about the Book of Thomas. I don't know why, but I had an inkling to look into the Book of Thomas. And it hasn't been getting off my head, hey? So, like, if I have a premonition, it will eat me alive mentally until I talk about it, and then I am absolved. The wind started picking up, so I came into the camper. Like, I'm kind of like shaking right now because this shit's deep, man. But like, I can't deny what I am thinking. And so basically, the Book of Thomas, it was founded in Egypt in a jar, and it was 114 sayings of Jesus, what he told to his disciples. Now, I know a lot of people are apprehensive about Christianity, but you know what? Jesus was just like Krishna. Jesus was just like Buddha. He was from the light. He was from the source. He was from the creation. And when the Book of Thomas was depicted and translated, the Church Orthodox rebuted it, just like the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch talks about alien invasions, like them getting carried away in a spaceship. So why would they want that in the Bible? So Jesus said, "Let them who seeks continue to find. When he finds, he will be troubled. When he becomes troubled, he will be astonished and rule all." Now, doesn't that sound like a spiritual awakening? Once you start seeing angel numbers, let them who seek continue to find. When he finds, he will be troubled. So yeah, angel numbers. You get that curiosity bug, you start seeing angel numbers. You start really reflecting on thyself. You really start reflecting on your relationships. You really start reflecting on who you are and what is life. When he finds, he will be troubled. For sure. Spiritual awakenings usually are like an upheaval of self. It's an ego death. So you will be troubled. Relationships will crumble. Families could be torn apart. You may lose your job. You may develop a sickness that makes you have to stop and reflect thyself and thy habits. What are my stressors? Right? When he becomes troubled, he will be astonished. Because when you get so troubled and you get into the realm of despair, of rejection, of loneliness, do you not finally rule yourself? You do. Because you develop self-worth. You develop better habits. You're honoring your body by what you eat. You're more aware of what you're eating. You need exercise, minimal screen time. You become aware of how people make you feel. Is this behavior tolerable? When he becomes troubled, he will be astonished and rule all, man. Jesus said this shit. Now, doesn't that sound like fucking spirituality 101? So is it a surprise that they would keep that out of the Bible? Because, man, they don't want you spiritually aware. They don't want you to understand that you rule all. And how you rule all is how you live, how you see shit. Jesus also said, the kingdom is inside of you and outside of you. Then you will know you are source. What is source? Source is infinite. Source is creation. The kingdom is inside of you, homies. So what is inside of us will surely reflect the outside. So when we acknowledge how people make us feel, we can cut that tie. Because we don't put up with that shit no more. You know? Man, like this is like, that's so cool though. Jesus also said, if you look to the sky and, sorry, I can't even read my own writing. Okay. Rather, the kingdom is inside you and outside. When you came to know yourself, then you will become known. Then you will realize you are the living Father. Rather, the kingdom is inside you and outside you when you come to know yourself. So when you come to know what the fuck affects you, when you come to know yourself, you know that you are the Father, you are source. Remove the hesitation of the biblical man. Like Christianity and Catholic is no more. We are writing a brand new era of existence because it is spiritually based. That's why the native people are on point. The Aztec people are on point. The Egyptians are on point. Everybody knew what the fuck they were doing. Yes, okay, there can be other gods, but there's one God. And God can show himself as a Shiva. Shiva destroys realities. Ganesh, he is a god of knowledge, of curiosity. Right? Just like Hercules, the god of strength. Or Thor, the god of thunder. You know? Because thunder can kill. It is a lightning bolt. It is a shock. It is power. Right? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, there is the all one, right? There's one. But there's different energies that you can appreciate through the stories of the people in time. Because when they saw nature as a god. Everything is relevant. Everything carries a signature. Just like Odin, the Allfather. Freya, the goddess of war, beauty, and fertility. A true feminine. A woman who fights for her rights as a female of worth, but is a loyal lioness beside her mate. Nature can teach us a thing or two. You know? Jesus said, I will cast fire upon the world, guarding from its blaze. Well, guess what, homies? We just clocked into the age of Aquarius. And we are in the 25th life cycle of the sun. And the sun has been emitting solar flare after solar flare after solar flare. Jesus said, I will cast fire upon the world to wake you the fuck up, because your DNA is 93% light and sound frequencies. You are now this is the great awakening. This is the holy fire. Like, I don't mean to get weird or whatever, but Jesus said, I will cast fire. This is metaphor. Ain't forest fires, homie. This is cosmic fucking light. Right? Jesus said, perhaps people think that I have came to cast peace upon them. They don't realize it is dissension. It isn't ascension, it is descension, because you gotta fucking crumble to know thyself. And what does that mean, Emily? That sounds scary. No, man. It's a one-way ticket to understanding who you really are, what you really want this world to look like, how you really want your children to become. And how they become, well, you got to get childlike. You got to heal your mother-father wounds if you have one. Heal a fucking broken heart if you had one. Health issues if you have one, right? Everybody's individual footprint, everybody's finger, everybody's fucking snowflake. You have a different song. And it doesn't have to be as bad as mine. I'm just the waymaker. I am the lighthouse. Oh, that's big talk. No, it ain't. I have accepted my walk and how powerful that has made me in self. My mind is silent. I can sit there in silence and just be. Can you do that? And if you can, great. Whatever. This is what I know. This is my life experience to date. And this is what is happening, and will worsen. God shows you in contrast. Do you not see it? Do you not feel it? Book of Thomas. Source, I did my job. Bye, guys.